Well, here, do like 3 fast ones, just to get some like live looking stuff. Nice. Just try to get the best angles, Andy.
Yeah, that one was a lot better.
And you pass guard right off of it. That was pretty sweet. Are we on?
Yes, sir.
We are. Teach Me Grappling. Brian Peterson here. And today I bring you one of my pride and joy old students from a very long time ago. We have Miguel Mata.
Hey,
Miguel.
everybody. Hey, good to see you.
It's good to see you, brother. So, Miguel Mata is originally he was a wrestler, and he found jiu-jitsu actually not through me, right? I mean, I didn't.
I mean, you
really,
told me about it a little bit, but
I told him about it. That's all I did. So I planted a little seed, and then after high school, he wrestled for me. I think back like 2000, 99, 2000, all the way to 2002, and he was an outstanding wrestler in high school. Only wrestled 3 years in high school, much like I did. So he didn't have a chance to get good enough to kind of reach the high levels, but he was still a very, very good wrestler, outstanding student, went on to Stanford and walked on, right, at the Stanford wrestling program and wrestled for Stanford a little bit and outstanding. So, and now he does jiu-jitsu, and now who do you train under?
train under Tim Dawson and Matt. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Matt Miller. Sorry, Tim Dawson and Matt Miller over at High Noon Jiu-Jitsu out in Alexandria, Virginia.
Alexandria, Virginia. So, and now you are a brown belt,
yes,
right?
I'm a brown belt.
So he's getting close, but he's also very busy with work. So it's hard for him to get the training like a lot of you guys probably out there. Cool. I guess that's your story. And he came in, you know, he's visiting his family. So back in his hometown, and decided to come in and visit Coach. So I'm very happy to see him today, and he got to train with the guys, and it was fun working with him. So he's going to show you guys an awesome move today. He loves the blast double, right?
Yep.
Okay, the blast double. You guys, you hear this word blast double, and I want to talk about this real briefly. Everybody thinks about Jordan Burroughs. If you guys have watched wrestling, Jordan Burroughs is one of the greatest Americans for America that have ever wrestled. And currently he's still competing. He's incredible. He's the one that just beat Ben Askren, and he's well known for the blast double. But I want to say this, guys. In my opinion, a blast double is not just an explosive double. A lot of times, guys will shoot double legs right here, and they'll go boom, and they'll blast right through a guy, and somebody will say, "That was a blast double," and I'm like, "Cool. Yeah, I guess so. It was a blast double. It was explosive." But in my opinion, I think you would agree. Is that a blast double?
Nope.
No, it's not a blast double. A blast double is a specific name for a technique, and it's different than it's not just an explosive double leg. So just want to start out with that. Are you ready to take the floor?
Yep.
Okay.
So I think one of the things I'll add is for this blast double, and one of the reasons I like it, and I think it's really good for jiu-jitsu, is because I think it puts you in a much better position, so that if you don't get the blast double right, or if you kind of miss the move, you're not in a position where you have to worry about getting the guillotine or whatnot, right? So a lot of times if I come in here and I shoot a double, and I get stuck under here, my head's out, and I can get stuck, and he can work that choke, and then I'm kind of fighting to get that off. Whereas a blast double in the setup, what I'm going to do, really the plan is I'm going to come in, I'm going to shoot, I'm going to put my head in the middle, right in the breadbasket, kind of knock him off balance, but if I don't get it right, I'm in this position, and it's hard for him to get that guillotine right. So once again, I'm here, I'm never in a bad position, it's hard to get that guillotine. So all right, so setting up that double, you're going to be in your stance, you want to be in a square stance, get right in front of the person. You want to be right range. I kind of usually like to think that you're out here, kind of can touch the person. So you're in here in your stance. You're going to set it up. So easiest setup that I like to use is with his hands up. We're just going to kind of knock the hands down, right? So in here, I'm going to knock the hands down, and as I do that, I change my levels. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to touch my knee right in front of him. I'm going to drive my head into his stomach right here. I'm going to pop back up and drive back.
Wow. That was awesome.
So once again, you do it a little faster. Come in here, set up, come down, drive, and finish.
Yeah. It certainly is an explosive technique. You know, when he hits me, that initial like blast, it sends me kind of backward on my heels. And then once I'm on my heels, it's like the rest of the technique is fairly easy.
It's you just drive. So the thing about this double, it's once you're going, you're just gonna keep going, and if you don't get it right, you just come back up. So I'm here, I'm driving. If I don't get it, I'm back up here. I don't try. You know, you can take a reshot, try something else.
And it looks like it could turn into a single leg.
Yeah.
Does that happen to you often?
Yeah. I mean, so depends, right? But exactly right. You can kind of come in here. I don't get it right.
Yeah. Right. He steps back.
And I'm working my single, get finished and whatnot. But the most important thing is that I'm not putting myself in a position when I shoot a shot.
Right.
If I come in for a single here and I don't get it up, or he kind of switches or he does something, I'm in a bad position now. And then now I'm working down here. The whole point is, you know, the way I see it is, you minimize your danger position when you do it. So I'm in here.
Whoa. Nice. Yeah. It's not like I can immediately get to a guillotine. We were talking about that before, like on that single leg. Not that single legs are bad, guys. Single legs are good moves too, but we were talking about that. Like you were just talking about the drawbacks. If he goes inside here, a lot of the guys are like getting into Kimura grips. You know, maybe head on the inside, you're getting your head buried. If your head's on the outside, you got the guillotine, you got a switch, Kimura. There's like all these drawbacks to shots, and the blast double kind of puts you in a position where if you go in there, not only the guillotine, I mean, like, how do I get a Kimura right here, you know? It's like his head is in the way. It's blocking everything that I can try to do to him to try to, like, you know, counter your technique. So.
Yeah, and so that's the other thing, right? This thing about the blast double is once you committed to the shot, you kind of have to go. You don't want to just come in here and then say, I messed up and stop here, because again, you're going to be, you're not going to be in a great position. So you just always want to remember you want to drive through. I'm in here, I go, and I drive.
Wow. That was good. Awesome. Yeah, so what else can we say about that? I mean, it's kind of simple move. You know what I'd like to probably talk about, because I know somebody's going to ask, is the neck. That when you put your head in somebody's chest, people want to know, is that going to damage your neck or hurt your neck? I know, I will admit, guys, I have done a blast double before, and I've jammed my neck before. What, you have any tips for how you?
Well, so that's a good point, right? So you have to remember, you kind of almost want to shrug your shoulders, keep your head in. I'm kind of actually burying my head into, or my face into your stomach, right? So what you don't want to do is you don't want to do this, because this is when you're going to jam your neck, right? So if I'm here and I do this and I do that, you might jam your neck there, right? So notice again, when I do this, I'm keeping my head up, face square on, and that's what the goal is I'm going to kind of get that into your stomach. Again, you can shrug your shoulders to kind of, you know, stiffen that up a little bit. So I'm going to clear, I'm coming here, and I'm driving here.
Nice.
So again, kind of going back, so when I change my levels there, I even kind of, you know, I can automatically, I'm already kind of doing that there to kind of stiffen this up so that I don't jam it. So that's a good point. So
and I noticed it's not like you're like somebody, if you were doing a blast double and you were built like, you know, a brick shit house, as they say, people would say, you know, like, oh yeah, he's so strong, you know, but you're a strong guy, but you're kind of built lanky, and you still do this, and it works well for you. So all of you guys can try this and do it. It's not like it's only made for someone who's built like a truck. Cool. What about do you do any neck exercises, strengthening exercises with your?
No, not really. Nothing outside of whatever we do. We do in jiu-jitsu class, you know, stuff like that. So nothing special there. But
okay. Well, here, do like 3 fast ones, just to get some like live looking stuff. Nice. Just try to get the best angles, Andy.
Yeah, that one was a lot better.
And you pass guard right off of it. That was pretty sweet. All right, guys. Teach Me Grappling. Please click like and subscribe. Click the link down below at Patreon or PayPal. Contribute to this channel. Help me out. Thank you so much to Miguel Mata. If you guys are out in Go ahead, plug it one more time.
Alexander, Virginia, come out to High Noon Jiu-Jitsu.
There you go. And you guys can come see him and get some great training out there. Thank you guys. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.